My best. There we go. Hey everybody, this is Sinspeaks, and welcome to another episode of RWBY Jumpchain Villains. Now today we have with us Roasted and Rogue. Burnett Burnett is
We don't know where he
AFK
went.
at the moment. Yeah, Burnett is
here.
AFK. Oh, okay,
hey
he's
there.
back.
Hey.
Yeah, I
Burnett
got
has
dragged
come
to the
back right at the
side.
start. And Malachi is AFK, I guess. Yeah, because he's helping his grandmother and whatnot. So, last episode, we visited a lot of things, which none of which I can actually remember at the moment, but that's okay. So, if I remember correctly, Burnett and Mal just left the room, and you guys, Rogue and Roasted, you're in there.
I was having a flexing introduction with the
Oh
headmaster.
yeah, what's his face?
The
Why
headmaster.
are you so loud?
Who?
You.
Oh.
There we go. I don't think you guys have met the
Oh,
Headmaster
I never
yet.
set up the user settings for that. That's why.
Yeah, you're at like 100%, and now you're down to like 69. Anyway, so Rogue and Roasted, you guys are just inside this room at the moment. Burnett, I think, left with Malachi earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Throws himself in there.
Huh.
So...
Yeah, sorry.
Getting my dinner ready. Hold
I
on.
am just busy right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good.
got dragged to the side to cover plant.
Wait, I'm not in the game, am I? Fuck. No, I'm
You
not.
should be. It says you are. Midnight Show.
No, I'm not. I just haven't logged in. Sorry, guys. I'm very busy. I'm professional here, but I'm also very, very busy here.
I must be on some really good drugs.
Alright, but anyway, so, yeah, if I remember correctly, Rogue and Roasted, you guys were just kind of in here, last episode, if I remember correctly. Now, a couple of plans due today, or anything you guys want to do while you're inside this room at the moment?
My character, well, I don't know if we can do anything right now. The only thing we can possibly do would probably go take a look around the city and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Sin, didn't you?
What?
Headmaster today. You said
Yeah,
last-
what?
You said on
Headmaster, I think that's what
Friday,
you
yeah, you
thought.
said on Friday that we might meet the headmaster today since.
Yeah, the general plan at the moment is for you guys to meet the Headmaster, more or less, see where you guys are going.
Cool. Now
That was an
let's-
interesting roll, but okay.
Yes! So, that was exactly as I had planned.
Are we doing the plan? Are we doing the plan, my boy? Are we doing the plan?
Depends what the plan was.
The plan was to get Nora and Rogue hooked up.
No, we already did that. We already did that, bud. I mean, the plan we talked about earlier.
No, that was us trying to get to where we could figure out who he was going to be with.
We
This
already
was
did that.
to get him
Oh, okay.
with
So
her.
you did.
With her.
Okay.
You guys, you guys with, you know, relationship and whatnot, that's typically in the background, more or less. Whatever happens, happens for the most part. That's not particularly something I tend to focus on half the time. But, yeah.
So give me a minute.
Plus, Nora at the moment isn't even in a relatively close area to Vacuo.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
well, do we want to commence phase 1 of the plan?
Oh, the other plan? Sure.
Okay. I think we.
So I guess we'll use that roll to get everyone to the nearest
We're at nightclub.
ballroom.
No, we're at nightclub now. We're at nightclub. So there's a nightclub. So, Sin, put us in a
Hmm?
nightclub. That's where we're at right now.
I don't have a nightclub.
Ballroom.
Put the
I
ballroom.
don't have a ballroom.
Put something where we can at least be like, oh yeah, this was a ballroom.
Why are you guys going to a ballroom? Here's a
Do
white
it!
block. Here's a
Yeah,
white
sure.
spot. There you go. Make your ballroom. What are you guys doing?
What?
You'll see.
I'm running
Sin.
the same. I'm running the same thing too.
Sin, you'll see. You will love what happens. Just put up the school map that we had.
The one that you guys burned to death?
Yeah, it'll be the ballroom. Fuck off.
I legitimately don't know what you guys are doing.
Ballroom. Okay, so everyone zoom in on this area right here. Now, with that 20, Azul helps me with the plan. So, a nightclub, like one of those nightclub things going down, nightclub, whatever it is.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
we're using. I'm sorry. I really wish I could have created one again.
No, it's okay.
That's
It's okay.
alright. We're
So,
just gonna use this.
So we walk in. Azul takes me to the side and lathers me up in barbecue waffle biscuit. I start
Oh,
dancing.
what? Really?
We
And
trigger.
it's not just us, it's everybody that's at the academy.
So we are now PTSDing. We give Rogue some PTSD. There you go, bud.
Oh man.
My character
Okay.
just looks at this and we're like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm out.
You know what? Actually,
He starts walking to the headmaster's office. He's like, nope, I'm not dealing with this.
so Azul. By the way, we're doing another thing that might increase his PTSD. JoJo time. But,
Oh no.
so we just both start flexing.
Actually, before I go to the headmaster's office, is there any terminals I can access?
Well, that would be. I'm pretty sure most of the areas tend to have a separate system, and whatnot. But there are no current terminals on display around the area.
So yeah, we're right now doing the JoJo lathered in barbecue sauce with.
Hey, look,
And
a
now
double.
Burnett has managed to rip off his entire shirt and start humping a wall.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Barbecue
Well,
sauce,
they're doing
completely
tiny
forgotten. The wall is his friend.
Well,
The
then-
wall's
I-
also
I
your
do
friend
that-
now.
I do the same thing.
Well, my character is just gonna take a smoke and he goes up to the headmaster's office because he can't deal with his team anymore right now.
So me and
Can I get him there?
Azul-
Yes! I just
Anyway.
barely managed it. I'm getting the headmaster here.
No.
Let's see.
Join in!
The headmaster is one of those people. They're very strange and are very, very silly. But at the
So-
same time, he is also one of the manliest men you will ever have seen in your entire life. I don't have a picture of him at the moment, but he is the manliest man. By the way, for anybody who's wondering, in case people are wondering why like we're using weird stuff like this, I'm gonna move us to the other map just because this one feels too
Okay,
much like
please.
all the other.
Okay.
Sorry,
Jeez, man.
Excuse you.
I'm
The,
hacking up along here, guys.
But yeah, basically,
guess,
my computer decided to shit itself yesterday, so
I
my
guess
computer's
this
having
is
a little bit of
this
trouble.
is the academy.
More or less, yeah. But anyways, so when you guys are going towards the area, more or less, you see a what's the best way to describe her? Okay, you see a woman who looks pristine and you know the scientists that you may see at like Atlas, you know those
Yeah.
prim, those proper, and the like friggin'
All I can
this kind of
picture-
pose.
All I can
Uh-huh,
picture is
yeah.
the way you like described last time was the LZ girl from what's it called? That show. The main character, everyone dies, the comic got killed. Ezra, whatever her name is. All I imagine is a sadist, ice bitch that wants to be tough but also smart. From
More or less. But she's kind of like in this position, like kind of like the business kind of person. And she's standing next to a guy who is about the same size as Burnett. He just looks like he has been doing, bodybuilding exercises since he was a toddler. He's ripped. He's huge.
Are you
And he
saying-
looks like he could squish you by flexing his pinky. He's big. But anyways, so as you guys are walking in there, she steps forwards. 12.
I look at the headmaster. Nice.
Hmm.
Now, Azul, use
what was her
flex.
was
Azul,
her
I
name?
choose you. Use flex.
You attempt to flex him. Doesn't work very well. What was her
It's not
name?
very
Oh,
good.
this is going to irritate me.
Talia?
No, this chick and this headmaster have a very specific name.
Did we learn it?
Oh no. Oh, I cannot remember. Hold on.
Was he
What was the headmaster's name?
There
They're
was actually
pre-made
no
characters.
headmaster of Vacua though. And there's no name that were made.
Yeah, I
we
have.
never learned
They're okay. Anyone that I say what's the name of is characters that either me or my brother made, which is why I can't remember them.
Ah,
But yeah, he had a very specific name, and his assistant also had a name. For placeholder names, this is not their names. Jesus Christ.
Placeholder.
For
Pacemaker.
placeholder names.
Pacemaker.
names,
What is
clearly.
this, hard shit?
For
Oh, I
place
have no idea.
placement names.
Placeholder.
Thank
Placeholder.
you. I don't know why I was thinking maker. I hate you, Zoo.
Placemaker?
But anyways, for placeholder names, we're going to call the assistant Talia, like inside the fucking Percy Jackson books, and we're going to call the headmaster Jim.
Wait,
We're going to
what we
call him
gonna call him?
Headmaster Jim.
Jim. Okay.
Who always goes
Why
to
we're going to call him Headmaster Jim? Because I'm an idiot.
because he
Those have
always
no
goes to the
connection
gym.
to actual colors. They should, but I don't remember them. I don't know. Ask my brother later, or if he brings up. But anyways, so Headmaster Jim and Assistant Talia. So Talia, walks forwards on, her headmaster kind of behind her. She's like, "Hello, you must be Vale students."
Mm-hmm.
She's very stern.
yes.
Yes, we are here from Vale.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We actually had to retreat after what happened.
Yeah, things kind of got, as you say, real there, and
Hmm.
a bit nasty. So
Yes, we have
Wait, did I
heard.
lose an arm?
No?
Was that Yang lost the arm, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yang Locke's arm.
'Cause I thought
yep,
I
that
thought
was
I got.
Yang.
'Cause I
No.
thought I lost an arm because I was fighting after.
Question,
Yeah.
madam.
Yeah.
Do you know who actually started the attack? All we remember was hearing was a woman's voice on the dang radio, and then all the CCT towers went silent.
Yep. Then all
Cinderfall.
hope broke loose. That's...
Cinderfall is a enemy that has been rising every now and again. There was also another Vale team that came here earlier in the day, Team Coco, as well as a
Ah,
couple
okay.
other students every
Oh, I
now and
think
again.
We ran into them. Yeah, I ran into them.
Yeah, I know
Yes,
them.
I
Yeah.
know.
I've only talked to them a few now and then, but I've stuck to myself.
Wait,
Oh,
Sid,
that-
No, I know a few members on Team Coco.
What was that, Malachi?
I was just wondering, how did I come out on? I would have like. I'm actually confused on how I didn't lose any against that.
The way that his ability works is that he tends to reverse. The only reason he could take off Yang's arm the way he did was because Yang's power level went through the roof, and then he reversed that into her.
Well, okay,
Specifically because A, she wasn't expecting it. B, she was flying, so she wasn't able to counter it. And C, she was, filled with emotion, so she was also clouded by that. You
So-
would not have had any of those three, which means you would be able to dodge, block, or reverse his
well,
own attack into
I
them.
would have used my semblance, but I don't think that would have caused anything. So I just had
Yeah,
to
you would have
ask.
been expecting to get hit the way he hit,
Okay.
her.
I just had to ask,
So
'cause
you
that
would
was act-
have, yeah.
Yeah, I just had to
Hmm?
ask because that was confusing to me, and I was like, how did I come out unscathed?
Oh wait,
I
that
thought
reminds
I
me.
was-
Okay, I forgot. I am using an Australian accent as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Sorry about that. It was crazy. But There was also another voice I heard on the radio, but it was very muffled with like almost like a sound box, almost like it.
Yes, she seems to have many companions with her. It's not a surprise.
I'm surprised my team got out where I did. I was over there fighting them.
But I do remember that. But I do remember that voice saying that was like he was playing a stupid violin. Don't ask me why.
Wait, that was where that violin was coming.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. That guy, whoever the hell played that, that was the most terrible violin playing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it sounds like someone like stepping on a cat.
Exactly. He's like the word. Like, he should never pick up a violin ever again.
The headmaster, puts his hand on his assistant's shoulder, and he's like, "Don't worry, Talia, they're fine. They look like really nice guys, if you know what I mean." He starts like flexing his arm, she's like, "Did you have coffee again today?"
Ugh, I hate coffee.
Oh yeah.
Like that with a cup of coffee
Please,
in the
please
morning.
don't be good. Please.
So-
I'd rather have a cup of tea, mate.
So I'm just looking at Talia and
Okay.
saying,
What the heck, computer?
I'm looking at Talia
It
and saying,
rolled.
You're
twice
flexing.
on my
It feels
screen.
like your biceps have just started shrinking. In
Wait, are we
comparison.
outside
This-
the veil? Are we outside the academy, or are we inside the
Yeah,
academy?
you're inside.
Actually, that was to see if I had any coffee today.
Actually,
You
am
did
I
not.
am I in a closed space where they don't see me like really well? Like they're paying attention to the others, all right?
I mean, you're all right in front of them. You're kind of like in the
yeah,
middle of the
they're all
area
next
for the
to each
most
other,
part.
roasted for now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me see if my my puppet has gotten anything back from me right now because I sent him out to investigate the area.
Your puppet, for the most part, has not managed to retrieve.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you retrieved something interesting. He has an idea of where the maiden's vault is, but again, it's constantly shifting sands outside of the place, so that could be lost in hours, really.
I'm just
Do I
looking
search
at-
anything? Do I see anything in the air, like in the office? Anything of interest? Not to steal, but to investigate later.
You do not.
Okay.
It seems to be extremely bland office, which is
So
kind of odd. But
This
yeah.
is probably the most blandest office I've ever seen. No
So,
offense.
What was that, Mel?
I'm gonna let them know that I look at them and say, hey, the white thing over there, I can testify against that. I can testify that Adam Jarvis, when the thing was there, me and him had a scuffle at that.
Excuse me, Mike.
I had to protect, sorry,
You're good.
I tell her, and I protected a student named Yang
Hmm.
who
She nods to you. Ah, Summer Rose's child. Well, adoptive child, but close enough.
she got pretty damaged. I managed.
I heard. I was very close friends with their mother, Summer Rose.
I only heard a few stories about her.
She was a very sweet woman, cared more for her adopted daughter than her own daughter herself. Probably because her adopted daughter didn't take too much of a liking to her.
Only thing is that the reason why I know of their family is because my teacher, he had a student with me, and my teacher. So I try to convince them that I'm Rose's second student. So I'm trying to tell them that I'm second student and that my predecessor's student before me was gone rogue, and actually I found out that he actually helped that. So I've been trying to track him down for a while.
Interesting. Crow never talked much about his studies or his students. I haven't talked with him in many, many years. I lost contact with them shortly after Summer died.
Yeah. I
Poor
really
girl.
feel I've never met someone because, like I said, I was taken after
Mhm.
predecessor's other student. I believe my I guess senpai or whatever he is, he's heard and seen what some do. I know that in the past, I think he actually helped with guys. Another reason why I'm going after them. That's a speculation. Maybe it happened, and all I know is he was working for you know who after everything. And I know of her because I was actually very close to Crow and him. He let it times. God, he's so drunk when he had time. I promised Osmond, because I don't know if he's okay, but I promised Osmond I wouldn't say anything about you know who to any of the students there, since I promised them. So.
Well, the students have been traveling across most of the areas. Some went to Atlas, though not many because it's closed down most of its borders. Some went to Mistral, but the family has a very tight hold on there so far, so not many can access. So here has been the most recent addition to the Vale place.
So many people have been traveling across the world, but I think it'll take about, well, probably around, about 6 months, or maybe close to 8 months until the CCT tower is back online, because I heard what happened was that every one of the circuits got fried after that voice recording that we heard
CCT
of.
towers have been up for a couple of days now, still trying to get the bugs out of it for the most part. We just more or less removed Vale from the CTT connections, which allowed us to have transmit communication between the three areas, more or less.
So
That's
Vale, so Vale's pretty much all the CCT towers. No one can get a connection out to Vale, huh?
Nope. The Vale has been closed off for most of the world. Same with Atlas. Well, most of Atlas.
But I do
Not
remember.
like anything
But
else.
the biggest thing I remember when I was hearing a damn opera song or something that was going, and there was explosions everywhere.
I think it was the overture of 1812 I recognized it as.
Yeah, the headmaster's like, I exercised that song. I wonder where it was coming from.
Why would you
Well-
exercise to an opera song, mate?
Well, you know, every explosion was another rep.
Oh, if you. Okay, all right, whatever.
If you cannot rep fast enough for the explosions, do not keep time with you. You are not flexing hard enough with those
And then,
barbells.
actually, let me see. Let me roll very quickly.
At least know how to keep it tuned, because some or planned pyrotechnics, since I believe every time like on my icon cue of that song, there was buildings blowing up.
My character just jogs over to a lemonade stand and he drinks it, and it was not real lemonade.
Dude,
It tastes like sand.
Motherfucker, who the fuck makes this shit?
So I look over to Headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any? What's going on in the storm?
They get what?
I asked, did you get any word?
He's asking what's going. Any word from Mistral?
Ah. Well, as I said, Mistral is, you notice that he's, like, constantly, like, rubbing his biceps with some kind of, lotion as he's talking. Mistral has been under some, family control. You see, they're major, crime syndicates over in Mistral. They're the place of the highest of the high and the lowest of the low, as they like to say. But as of late, one crime syndicate has been removing the others, and they're called the Family.
Oh, wow.
Used to
These are
be
changes that have been initial.
separated a long time ago, but they have been banding together as of late.
See, the reason why I'm asking is because, from what I heard, because I was with my friend Blake, I was with her after I had to split off.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that something's going down in this, and I want to know if they're okay.
They likely are. Anything that is even remotely connected to Grimm has been removed from the city as of, he looks at his arm, which you imagine would be a watch on there, but there's not. About 2 days ago, all White Fang members have been removed and pushed away. All Grimm activity has pretty much ceased. The Grimm seem to be gotten
right,
full
White
warning
Fang.
about it.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, at least they got rid of those two things in Mistral.
you know,
Did I ever do any
No.
jobs for the family though, Sin? Since I was
You did not. The family used to be separated, as he said. Used to be a bunch of different branches, hence family. But as of late, they started banding together, more or less.
so
well, you still got small things like the spiders and all.
Yeah,
so
which are slowly being removed. Hmm?
I look at them and say, I look at all my team and say, White Thing, and me and my friend over here, we have a bone to pick with them. I worked with them before they were even terrorist organization. Me and actually, I grew up myself an orphan, working with I worked with Adam when I fought, and Blake Belladonna when I was young. I'm telling them. Well, found out Adam isn't who he says he was, and me and him fought. So I actually have a bone to pick with him now. I'm wanting to cut off his arm. Yang. I look over to my team and say, if we find Adam at any time, he's
I highly doubt Adam would be here, mate. I think he's back in Mistral.
No, I know, but if we meet him anytime after we leave here, he's mine. Stay out of the way. I
You
don't
said
care
that he
if-
might have been in Mistral. Is he connected to the White Fang?
We kind of had a run-in when we were doing some missions in Vale. I only saw him once or twice, but I'll tell you what. I think from what I remember when I was doing a few reconnaissance stuff outside of Vale, that he took over the White Fang. I think, if I remember correctly, wasn't news that Sienna died? Sienna Khan?
Yes, she died a few months ago.
Yeah, I think I heard I think I heard when I was doing a little bit of stuff from some of the White Fang members that Adam killed her in order to achieve his own power.
So, what you're
If he
saying
is part of the White Fang, he is certainly not in Mistral as of a couple days ago. All White Fang activity has been removed from Mistral. The family do not take kindly to those who pair up with the Grim. And they see all White Fang members as now allegiance with the Grim, so they purge them.
I can tell you right now, Adam is one of.
So where would Adam be at then?
Well, Atlas is blocked off, and Vale is gone, so his next best place would be here. But that's if he can get through the massive amount of Vale students.
There is something that he might be able to do. Because from what I remember, I did get a call linking them before whatever happened there happened. And something came up, and they said once they're done there, that they're becoming the Atlas. But they didn't know for sure if they should go to Atlas or here. From what I hear, why sneeze with them? That they might be able to get you there. Only problem
Getting
with
to
that
Atlas would be even harder to get into than Mistral is at the moment. Well, Mistral only has the family to go. Atlas has
the only thing I could think
many
of.
defenses.
The only thing I can think of is that if they want to get in, they would have to go to Argus and get to the Atlas military base there. And if
They would have to go through at least 14 different checkpoints to even get into the city of Atlas itself.
that's
And
what I'm saying.
every single inch of Atlas itself
you're
has about
telling me-
15 ships covering it at any time.
So you're telling me that Adam and the White Fang are here in Vacuo?
They could be, or they could be scouring the land of Vale, or even if they went to that White Fang continent. Either one works.
Oh yeah.
Menagerie? Are you talking about Menagerie?
Menagerie.
Yep.
Damn it.
There are many places for him to go. If he wishes to go to a big city, he can. If he goes to one of those places, those are also very likely.
If he's there, then. Damn it.
I rolled that 14 and something starts happening.
Hmm?
My character in his mind is starting to hear like voices like this. Hold on. Sorry, guys. He starts hearing voices from the pendant itself. And he's actually grasping his head right now because it's hurting.
So
He's your friend, all right.
I look
Yeah.
over at him. I see
I-
I see what happens. I see what happened.
The hell?
Uh,
And then he
Like,
starts hearing another voice saying, "Come find me."
damn it.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah.
Are you getting a migraine or something?
Yeah, for a second there, I was hearing something. My head was hurting.
I think we should.
What'd you hear?
I don't know. It was almost sounded like whispers in the desert almost, but I almost heard like a voice saying, like, "Come find me." Almost weird.
Midnight.
That is weird.
Midnight. I think we need to. Maybe you need to talk about something back at the hotel. I think I might be able to help with those headaches.
It must be my stuff kicking in again.
I might be able to help with that. Like, remember, even though I may be the idiot of the group, I'm also somewhat of sometimes a medic when you need it. I look over at him and wink.
Tell
and
me,
say,
sir, Headmaster, has there been any strange instances where people start hearing strange voices?
It depends a couple of times. A lot of the faunus folk, depending on what their birth animal were, sometimes hear it. Usually these are more like snakes or dragons or anything of that sort. Kind of ties back to their primordial heritage of trying to devour the creatures that lie in front of them. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, they don't really listen to those voices, and after childhood, they tend to go away half the time. Besides that, not particularly. Unless your semblance is like having multiple creatures. He starts stroking his chin.
I just walked
had
in,
multiple
picked him up, and
personalities.
carried him away
So,
mid-conversation.
Good job.
so I look over the headmaster and tell him. I think for now, we'll take our friend to see if we can get a pass.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. I walk
Yeah, I'm
out of
just
the-
good.
I walk over to the resident's character and try to help him out while he's selling.
Question.
Hmm?
Do they notice the shed on its side because I've lost focus on what it was doing?
Probably, let's see, the headmaster. He flips it back over. Good day, Adrian.
All right, I'm gonna go, but it was nice meeting you, sir.
He nods. It was nice meeting you too, good sir. And my assistant Talia will help you out if you ever need it. She is very good at
Yeah.
everything she does, including
Thank you.
eating people.
Yeah, then actually, right as he starts leaving, the voices start getting louder.
No, I'm right now trying to help him, and I'm helping him. We get to the hotel quickly. I'm helping him over.
I don't even have to roll for this. You just see me pull out a bag of marshmallows and start eating them.
So we're
While
now back in
carrying
the
him.
hotel. We're now back in the hotel, Sid. So,
As you go back to the hotel, you do notice, you vaguely notice a sword, at least the end of the hilt of a sword, as well as a whip and a couple other things as people are moving through the town.
so a whip and a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. Do
that's
I recognize it?
Oh, Silver Crow.
Apparently.
You recognize it definitively because you were just over there a couple of weeks ago as A, Adam's sword, and B, Ilya's whip.
So, I look over to Rogue and I will
Oh no.
help him into the room. Help him to the room. Get him.
My
Get him
character.
in now.
Does my character puppet spot them?
Yeah, the puppet also spied him, although your puppet doesn't tend to say much, so.
So I look over to them and tell him, get him in the room and calm him down. I legit
Yeah,
walk
he needs to
over.
get to the room. Yeah.
I tell him, Azul, help! Azul, get him in the room.
Okay, we're going to your room. Just
By the way, since it's at 18, I run over after I leave them in the room and see Adam and did.
They're both with Blake at the moment. Adam seems to be pulling her around town for the most part. oddly enough.
I look over to Adam and say,
Mhm.
Adam!
Oh, hey, buddy.
Well, why are you
Blake!
getting him near here?
Why are you trying to do that?
We were trying to
Doing
run
what?
from him, remember?
No, you guys are in the room. You guys are in the room. I'm going to face Adam. That's the character.
They're also in pain, but
Yes, because you were thrown into a
You
window.
really want to start a fight in the middle of vacuo, buddy?
Before I while you don't understand what I'm doing. Before I do anything, I said to the stress that you guys didn't know I had, but you guys just so I said
I picked up on it.
Yeah, so I sent the stress signal to Azul, texting him saying, "Get the headmaster." He reads that.
Let's see if the
Well,
headmaster
Blake
listens.
doesn't. Well,
Oh my
nope.
god!
Well,
So-
Blake doesn't know who we are. Blake doesn't know who we are. Really.
Blake
You
knows-
decide not to walk out to the headmaster because talking to
Blake-
the headmaster is
Blake
a
knows-
horrible idea to you. However, the headmaster's assistant, on the other hand, notices that you're an idiot.
Blake Roasted. Blake knows me because I went
Dude,
with-
why would you do that then?
Yeah, Blake
No,
knows.
she knows me as a
Blake
good
knows
guy.
Malachi, and
As a
she doesn't
good
see him
guy.
as an issue because, yeah, as a good guy. Blake
So-
and Yang, pretty much the entirety of Team RWBY, see.
sees me as a good guy.
What?
They see me as a good guy. That's
Yeah,
what's
they-
gonna be.
But anyways, Burnett, the entirety of Team RWBY sees Burnett as a good guy because he's never done anything bad. The
They see
entirety
me.
of Team RWBY sees you guys, Rogue and Roasted, as evil, though.
Yeah, they see me.
It's okay.
as-
They're in a room.
It's
in
it's
here.
funny how the two that get banned from Beacon are, hey, you guys are good.
I mean, Beacon's dead now, so.
But I know, but you remember me and him got expelled. If you
Yeah, right
Yeah,
now.
Wait.
I
Wait,
guess.
I have a bad standing with Team RWBY.
Yeah, because,
Yeah,
well, you
Yeah,
have
you
bad
shot
standing
Weiss,
with Weiss
remember
and
you were
Ruby.
shooting at Ruby and Weiss.
Yeah, and Weiss nut punched you.
So
Sorry,
yeah,
Ruby
that's
nut punched you.
right.
But you didn't shoot Weiss. You didn't shoot Weiss. You were attacking Ruby mostly.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I
and
know I
then
wasn't.
Weiss
I
got
wasn't
attacked
attacking-
by like
no,
100 Beowulfs.
I wasn't attacking at all, to be honest. So.
Well,
just
you were
make
making
sure-
it so they couldn't get into a place that could potentially
Exactly,
save their
yeah.
Yeah,
friends,
the only
so
one who really
you're
knows
kind of
me.
on their crap
The
list.
only one who really knows me would probably be Ruby and Yang.
Ruby knows you, definitely. Yang knows the fact that you stole hair and that you're Shade. Beyond that, she doesn't. But anyways, so the assistant decides to walk with Burnett, not even alerting the headmaster, because why alert him? They have her. As she's walking, and Burnett and Mal both get into...
Well,
not Mal,
Mimic
Burnett and the
is good.
assistant. Yeah.
So
The
Mimic is
assistant's
good.
name
Both,
is...
both Silver and Azul.
Never gave him a name. Alright, the assistant never got a name. That's why I couldn't remember the name of the assistant.
name her Talia. There you go.
Alright, yeah, sure. We're gonna call it Talia, sure.
So
But anyway, so, yeah, Zul and Talia got there as Taurus is just kind of grinning at Mal. So I see you did not heed my warning and leave.
I told you, the next time I see you, you're losing an arm.
You already think you can best me, boy?
You think I
I'm
didn't?
ready on the roll.
You didn't think I wouldn't come prepared?
Well, you see, on the other hand, you did come prepared, but I'm better than you.
Yeah, you may be better than me at the point when we fought.
Let me see how bad the voices are now. Oh, is that bad or good though?
At the moment, they're starting to die down just a little bit, but they're still pretty heavy. But you notice that the assistant puts her arm, her hand on your shoulder. She's like, "Well, you see, we don't actually have to fight Adam Taurus at the moment."
No. I look at her, say, no, he is mine. I will fight him even too.
She gives you a grin. I'm not saying we don't have to fight him because he's not evil. No, he's certainly not a good guy.
Oh boy.
I'm saying we don't have to fight him because he currently has a fist in his face.
Oh boy.
Well, let's,
15.
Who has a It's Yang.
Wait.
Oh,
What is
Yep.
Yang doing here?
Azul!
You see,
Amazing maneuvers!
Oh
you
my
see,
god.
as she says that, and Adam has a very confused face. He gets his entire head pounded into the sand as she is now standing on top of him. Ruby and Weiss directly behind her as she's grinning. Hi guys! Did I miss the party?
Nah, you didn't, Yang. It's good to see you. I guess you came in with a Yang, didn't you?
That was. You know what? I'll give you props for that. I'll give you props. You know what?
So,
You know what?
Look at her.
Take it.
Wait, is all Team Ruby here except for Weiss?
Yep.
Well,
Well, Weiss is also there, but they're all
everyone is
directly
here.
behind her.
Yeah, everyone's here.
Okay.
Whew.
So wait, is,
You also notice that her arm is now robotic, but yeah.
is Team Juniper here? And Oscar, Crow. Oh no, Crow!
Oh no, Team Juniper is not with her, nor is Crow. Crow is nowhere even close to her. But yeah, she's like, did I miss the part? See, this guy hurt me. This is really annoying. But
And
you
I wanted to
see,
cut his
it's
arm off
all
first.
okay.
I look over to Yang and say, "Hey, I wanted to cut his arm off for you."
You know, wait, let me roll again.
I was gonna miss and be slow,
Oh, good.
but because of that, it kind of forced me to hit anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, he is currently more or less in the air, but his sword is also drawn. And so him and he just got shot by Ruby, by the way. But now Yang is more or less following him.
Actually, question, Sin.
Before,
Hmm.
yeah, you
Remember, my pendant is also pendant. It's Silver-Eyed Warriors. Does Ruby Rose immediately notice there's darkness in the area?
She's not trained with her eyes, so no, she does not.
So,
Yeah,
Sin
she just knows his normal stuff.
said his katana is, it's unsheathed. Got
His
shot-
katana is drawn at the moment as he's protecting himself from a flurry of blows. He's also just absorbed Ruby's
And-
bullet, but yeah.
And also, if you think about it, I hope that 18 rolled a
My
5.
character.
My character.
Oh no, the
just-
5 was to see whether or not Ruby would be able to tell
Oh, okay.
if
Well,
anything happened.
roll to see if he blocks my katana, because he's gonna beat the hell out of him.
He is not.
So what I'm gonna do right now is gonna piss him off. He's gonna flurry of blows from Yang. He just, I come up behind him, and legit, just to be a bitch, I slash and actually cut off his arm.
Unfortunately, because his aura is stupidly strong, also with the fact that he is currently taking about 15,000
Arm aura,
punches from Ruby, your blade does slice into him. It does not take off his arm, though, because his aura is reactionary.
Is it just dangling there then?
Oh
No, you just left a ginormous gash in his arm. But again, remember, his semblance is to absorb people's attacks, and Yang is currently beating the crap out of his sword.
Well, you have to. His sword attack.
No, that's a semblance. That's a semblance.
No, if you.
His sword is just a way for him to channel it, more or less.
Shut up.
Same with the Raven. Yeah, their swords is simply to channel their abilities. But yeah, his aura is reactionary, more or less. And so when you attack him, it basically just ups his strength, more or less, which is why you can't cut through his arm. You do leave a massive gap in
Does
his
he drop his katana
shoulder, though.
because?
No, you hit him in the left shoulder. He's right-handed.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Roasted. What do you want to do?
Hold on a moment. But yeah, so at the moment, let me just move them back here.
And
Huh?
wait, does Malachi actually text me very quickly? That Ruby's here.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. When I see Yang and them, and me and him, me, Yang, and I guess Ruby are fighting Adam. I actually do beforehand where he's not fighting. I send a quick message to Roasted's character and Rogue to say,
Mhm.
"On the room, Team Ruby's."
You have got to be kidding me.
Why would they be
So
here
you do
so
notice
soon?
that while you guys are fighting Adam and whatnot, Ilya is currently well, fleeing with Blake. But then on to Rogue and Roasted. So you guys are currently inside of your room. Roasted is having a pounding headache that kind of feels like someone took a pickaxe and split his skull open.
Stop the damn voices!
So, how badly did Adam get hurt with that?
Let's see. Well, basically, his his entire left shoulder blade just has a massive gash in it at this point. Again, his aura is extremely reactionary, so the more damage he takes, the more damage he can inflict.
Well, Azul did the same thing. That's what
Yeah, I copied
That's
his
what I mean.
semblance to do that.
You can't use his semblance. Oh well, you haven't been attacked.
But
So
that's-
again, his semblance is entirely reactionary. If you copied his semblance, nothing would happen to you.
Well, you gotta keep in mind, remember when I punched him unrestrained? You know how
Yeah.
painful that is when you hit something without restraint? You can bust your knuckles pretty badly like that.
Yeah, but you also have aura, so punching someone doesn't really do anything to you.
True.
So
so
I guess,
Yeah, it's basically like the difference here is imagine like a normal person without aura punching something, you can cut your hand open. Someone with aura, it's like if you had 4 boxing gloves inside of your hand at the same time.
True.
Yeah, it does the same damage as hitting them with bone, but it has just a gigantic cover for your hand essentially. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Sin,
Mhm.
do we notice Ilya did this other why in Ruby, or even the headmaster assistant? Did they notice Ilya and Blake?
the headmaster assistant is attempting at the moment to keep you guys from being stabbed by Adam.
Okay, so
But Ilya is currently fleeing, and Weiss is currently on her trail.
okay, so I'm
I
going
don't
to
mind getting hit.
so I'm going to look. I look at Ruby, and Azul. Can you guys think of Adam while I go with Ilya and Blake?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually dash away and try to help Ice now. Ilya trying to take.
Yep. So, Roasted. Oh, good. The voices have increased significantly, but it's gotten a lot clearer, which is important for you. And mostly, it's specifying that there is an area nearby. Yeah, this is the gist that you can get from the voices. That there's an area nearby that the pendant seems to be seeking, more or less. And then, just abruptly, all voices stop.
and then actually I see since I'm pounding my head, and then I see a vision of ruins in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
On
stop.
continuously shifting sand, so.
What do you want from me?
Seems to be completely quiet. Rogue, of course, is looking at you like you just mauled a deer, but you know,
Yeah, I'm just looking at him curious. It's like, what is going on?
why would you eat that poor deer?
The voices stopped.
Okay, so you better now?
Yeah.
What the? Oh, okay. One question. What the hell was that?
The pendant. It was reacting to something. It was showing me visions.
Of course it was. Was it? What did the pendant say?
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on an extended vacation for a little bit. If you'll excuse me, hold on. Wait, I text Malachi and I say, how far is Ruby Rose away from everything?
I text them all running after. Saying,
Mhm.
well,
Not
she's right now
significantly.
facing Adam in town.
All right.
That was perfect.
I quickly contact Salem without the hologram, with the puppet very quickly. I say, Miss Salem, I'm going to have to go away from Vacuo for a minute.
When you get back, I believe that Dr. Watts wanted a word with you.
All right. Where should I
He
meet him?
wishes to meet it. No, he just wishes to call you. At the moment, he is preoccupied with a couple of factors. I believe that Diana girl is on his trail at the moment.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Great.
that should be lovely.
Just perfect. And also, we have some news here. It seems Team RWBY has decided to come here too.
Yeah, is that a
An
coincidence?
interesting
or what's
development
going on?
indeed.
looks like we're gonna have to be more careful now. I thought they would be in Mistral.
Yeah, I guess plans change.
You are severely injuring yourself, Azul, which is more hindering to you than it is to do it, especially since you're attempting to replicate Adam's semblance at the exact same time, which makes it so your body is essentially attempting to kill itself, trying to keep up his semblance,
Actually,
repeat his semblance, and then reactivate it.
My character starts. My character says to Rogue and says, like, "I'll be back in a few days. I'll contact you when everything's over with. But right now, I need you to do this. You need to stay low."
I'll try my best, but I have a story in mind in case I run to Ruby
Well,
or
yeah, no
Weiss.
one knows who you are. But I'm gonna see if I can stay. Question: would it be a bad idea if I waved to Ruby?
I mean, you can if you want to. She probably won't notice. They're attempting to keep her sister from dying at the moment.
Okay, since my character starts walking out the door, he starts putting on a new outfit since he cannot be recognized right now.
Okay.
So that 15, by the way. Right now, I caught up to Blake at Elia and Weiss.
Elia at the moment is having the crap kicked out of her by both Blake and Weiss at the same time. Well, Blake is not really hurting her as badly, but yeah, Weiss kind of just went ham on her and is now containing her into a giant cage.
So
Weiss looks like you just stabbed her in the heart, ripped out the heart, ate the heart, threw it back up, and shoved it down her throat back into a heart section.
So I look at her and ask, "Are you good? Do you need a moment?"
I just got betrayed by one of my longest friends that I've ever known for my entire life. On top of being betrayed and injured by Adam, watching my best friend have her arm chopped off and then put back on with a robotic replacement. And then I got dragged all the way into Vacuo, and as you may notice, it's really, really hot.
Okay.
No.
How about you? I look over.
Weiss is like, I just had to travel all the way over to Vale to find Ruby, and I found her sister laying down in a bed with her arm nearly completely chopped off, but also fixed, and I had to go all the way here to save this one's everything.
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
I thought. Sorry, I look over to Blake. I said, "Hey, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you with Elia. I know I followed you to nausea to cat and everything. I thought your team would be in this. I thought that's
Well, the original plan was that they were going to take me to Mistral, but after the entirety of White Fang got pretty much either executed or thrown out of Mistral, Adam took me over here. Best bet in order to keep me hidden. Was not expecting to see you again.
Yeah, I found out my team is here. Zool, hey, Zool's with Yang. I found out. I look over I look over to them, look down at my phone, and I look back up to them. I created an alibi for Rogue. I say, I found out two of my teammates. Actually, I didn't know that did this, but they actually came with us here.
Maybe you should mention very quickly that I don't know. Oh, actually, my character starts walking way over there. He's about to go out the gate very quickly.
And
He's far away, but he actually does. Ruby notice him?
I doubt it.
So
She's trying to kill people.
actually,
what was that, Mel?
we're over here. I was gonna say that me and Weiss and Blake, I'm telling them about how I found out about Midnight's thing and how he betrayed us, quote unquote, betrayed us. And actually, he was the one that saved Blake's hair. And I tell them all this about that. And I found out Rogue somehow is a criminal. Mistral. Great.
That makes sense.
Also, I'm still pissed at Adam. I remember when he was younger and when White Thing was actually a good organization. God.
not Blake. Weiss nods to you before she levitates the cage containing Ilya. Well, I believe we should be heading over to Adam at this point, or to Blake. No, not Blake.
Maybe
Yang.
you should ask how long they're going to be in vacuum.
I look over them and I do actually mention. So, are you guys sitting in the vacuum since bail?
Hopefully, we have not been in Vacuo for long. We just got here. Yang decided to make a brilliant introduction by slamming Adam's head into the ground. But we hopefully won't be here for too long.
Yeah, she made a big yang crater. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at them smiling as wide as
Weiss sighs.
we're walking back.
Mhm.
No.
Anyway, so with Blake and not Blake, with Yang, I don't know why I keep saying Blake. With Yang and Adam, and whatnot. Yeah. So Azul, you attempted to hit him with what you got, which was not a whole lot, but it was a lot comparatively. And you do manage to injure him severely, but you do notice that his sword, instead of being, like that little shine that he tends to have, it looks like a giant hellfire that is coming off of his sword as he grins at all of you, severely injured at this point, and staring down Yang like he's a freaking demon and she's his prey, as he grins as he's like, "It's far too late now, boy." Unfortunately, Blake is really, really, really crappy at dodging. She is really good at punching people, but dodging is not her strong suit, especially when she is focused with extreme amounts of PTSD.
Oh,
On the other
crap, I
hand,
can't click it.
there's another person there who has
Can't
extreme
remove it.
experience in pushing people. Can you guys guess who it is? It's the assistant. She's good at pushing things.
Well,
So
that's
does
the
that
thing
mean,
that happens.
So do you think does that mean Adam is closer to us now, where I'm at Blake and them?
Adam just pulled out a sword, which looks like it's on fire at the moment. It's
Okay.
literally blazing with his aura. And I mean, like, he's been taking Yang's full anger for like a minute now. He has taken Azul's full power for multiple minutes now. He has just been bashed and beaten. And then, he's about to shove his entire sword into Yang's chest frame and probably make her explode. But instead, Yang gets pushed out of the way by the assistant.
Now, Sid, can I roll to see if I could try to do something?
You are not even close to where she is.
Go ahead,
unfortunately-
fix my
Well,
die.
Sid, you'll see what I'm gonna do. I actually get the speed wink to actually get them out of the way.
Oh,
If you
nice.
know what I'm gonna do, Sid, I will be actually able to do it with the level of speed.
Yeah, even with your level of speed at the moment, this is happening literally within a blink of the eye. I mean, like, he has pulled out a sword. She's standing less than a foot in front of him.
I'm ultra
And-
instinct.
If you had enough ability to push out of the way, your entire body would crumble. Like, literally, the space between you and her is about
Well, actually, couldn't I block?
120 feet, roughly.
So,
Huh?
Couldn't I block with?
The distance between you and her is about 120 feet. Distance between her and
Adam?
Adam is about 1.
Oh, shit.
so,
Yeah.
I need to break character for a moment. My die is
What's that?
literally stuck behind
I don't see your die.
Roasted's. It's stuck behind Roasted's profile.
My
I
character
don't
starts.
see
My
your
character.
die.
Okay, so if you look at where it says Midnight Shade, look at the T and you'll see the blue behind it.
No, I don't.
There's no... Yeah, it's not there on
That's
the
just
screen.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
I can't do anything about that. You don't have to
I
refresh
guess
the page.
we're over here then.
More or less. So you're about 120 some feet away from him. Yang is literally a foot away from him. The assistant is more or less maybe 5 feet away from Yang, and Burnett is currently considering you've used pretty much all of your power to literally punch the crap out of him. You're pretty much on the ground, struggling to actually get your body to work again, considering you've used a semblance you've never used before, attempted to make it so you could recreate the semblance by beating yourself to a bloody pulp, and then him with the power that you had in you. So you're pretty much down on the ground at this point. Rogue, roll D20 real quick.
Okay.
If you're going to shoot, I mean, or you just don't watch.
I'm just watching, just seeing what happens.
Okay, so you don't
Yeah,
have to
I'll roll just in case.
Alright, cool.
Oh, I managed to take 2 potions.
You just shocked the
Somehow.
crap out of yourself.
Yeah, I know.
My character before,
You're looking down the scope at this entire fight, and you feel a very familiar sensation as your entire body spasms twice.
It never fails me, doesn't it?
wait, I have something.
It's fantastic.
Before I leave, I jump up on top of the railing, watching the fight a little bit. And can you roll very quickly and see if Adam notices me?
Adam is completely, utterly focused on a single target, and that is the person directly in front of him.
So no one notices me. Gosh damn it.
No.
So,
I mean, at the moment, Ruby is not paying attention to you because she's about to watch her sister die. Well, that's what you all believe.
Actually, can I roll very quickly then? Can I do something very
to
quickly?
do what?
I want to see if I can shoot him very quickly and see how far range I can shoot him. Ooh.
You're about 500 feet away from him.
I just
He's about 150, that'd be like 200.
I just
300,
used an SMG shell and see if that distracted him a little bit.
Not in the slightest. He is angry. As Blake specified previously, he works off of spite. And at the moment, the person he just chopped off the arm of is now spiting his existence with beating him to a pulp. He does not take this very well.
If possible. My character contacts Malachi very quickly and says, if possible, if you can, see if you can get some material of Adam's sword.
I'll check on this. So, with that 18, am I closer to them now? Since we're actually
So in the span of all time we're talking, basically imagine the entire place is frozen. At this exact moment in time, like the literal exact second of time, Adam is about to swing out a sword. You are roughly 150 some feet away from him, being able to see him swing out a sword. Yang has no ability to dodge, block, or even move away. Rogue is constantly shocking himself to a pulp.
Then that 18 will
And plus, I have according to Azul, I'm having a bell flying in my direction.
Yeah,
So-
this is gonna make it worse.
So the 18
Yeah.
I have that I rolled there, that'll be for when I'm back get close.
Yeah. So in this exact moment in time, there's almost no time to react as his sword flies forwards.
Well, that's
The
not what
only
I'm doing.
person in range able to do anything about this is a person that at that exact moment in time, you feel the aura of. And I don't mean like you kind of sort of feel it. I mean, it feels like you just got a 500-pound hammer smashed into your spinal cord,
I
pushing
think
you
I
into
know
the
who's
ground.
coming.
As the assistant slams her fist into Yang's side. You guys can actually see the dent that causes in her ribs as she flings her literally all the way over 100 feet in less than a few seconds. As Adam's sword rips through her entire stomach.
So, I see Yang lying back
Mhm.
because of punch, and I use that 18 to actually catch her and see if she's all right.
You do catch her. You notice that while her entire left side is now dented, I mean, there's literal like a fist print in her ribs. It's
Okay.
not a pleasant look. She seems to be breathing. There's no internal damages. Her lungs have not collapsed on her. You can't say the same thing about the assistant, who now has pretty much her entire lower abdomen have a giant hole inside of it. She's now bleeding on the ground, by the way, and choking on her own blood.
So, I set down Blake,
Mhm.
not Blake, Yang. We did the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
I set down Yang next.
Mm-hmm.
I give her to Blake, and say.
Mhm.
And
Blake grabbed her.
So after I caught,
I fucked the
I
sheep.
I actually start running back to Adam.
Mhm.
And I
You
see
notice at
the
this
sea-
point that Adam has actually like flicked off the blood from his sword and shoved it back into a sheath.
So I'm now
Pity.
actually near him. Does
Mhm.
he sees me, correct?
He does in fact see you.
Okay, so
Pity.
Let's see.
I,
I use that. I use. I use that scene.
Mhm.
I basically draw my eye symbol, since I'm the only one with the blue cat eye,
Sure.
and I'm way out far, and I'm way far without them noticing me, and I throw it right next to Ruby.
Okay.
It's a message.
so
That's smart. All right. What are you saying, Mel?
so I'm just gonna say this. I look over to Adam and wait. Did any when he his like everything with his sword? Did his sword
Mhm.
take too much nerve? Because
His sword is shockingly not broken.
Okay.
Like it yeah. Because again, most of the stuff that he did, he channeled his semblance through his sword, so his sword never actually got hit, not even a single time.
So I look over to him and say, "So what now? You gonna betray everyone here again? Like you
I'm
did?
not. Betrayal implies that I was on your side at one point. I never was.
You know, I considered you actually like one of my heroes in the White Fang, but you become so corrupted because of human society and fauna society. Don't even deny.
If you put
you
someone on
can-
too high of a pedestal, they will fall and break your legs.
You know, it's funny how I actually think Blake did the thing with the White Fang.
I quickly can I? So
Jeez.
is Adam not around anyone anymore? Really?
He's near us.
Yeah, he's around Azul, but he's like literally like turned and started walking away.
Actually, can you actually Malachi? Can you do me a quick favor?
What's up?
Can you put me on? Can I call you and put me on speakerphone so I can have a little word with Adam?
Before while you're calling, yes, so that'll be okay. But I look over at him before I answer the phone and say, I actually believe Blake did the right thing with him. Boy, you're a coward.
So,
Yeah,
Blake
so
was an
far.
idiot. She believed that you could save the world just by making them happy. You can't.
Question.
Take it by
You're a
force, or don't
coward.
take it at all.
You're a coward running away from what was right.
So
You may be strong.
does
but
he
you're a
put me on
coward.
speakerphone?
Yeah, I hear the call and I put it on speaker and say, "Here, it's for you."
Hello, Adam Taurus.
Why, hello, dickbag.
Been a while.
Yes, you see, I murdered your friend over. Well, not murdered per se. She's still alive. Kind of. She no longer has much insides, but, you might want to take care of her.
I'm using a voice box right now, so just in
Mhm.
case anyone goes around. But I really have to thank you. The prototype was actually a success.
Figured it would be. Destroying Vale was not only your goal, but it was also mine. Again, mutual accomplishments in order to fulfill our mutual desire. And once that ended, you were of no use to me. You and your
know,
team.
It's really funny. I realize some things about you. You really want to be the king of the White Fang. You really want to be the leader. But in reality, you're not.
He's a
You
coward.
tend to be lionized. That's what you want to be. You think that you're so above humans that even then, you're just acting like one of them. You're nothing more than a little coward running away from everyone.
You
You're
see, I don't
king.
particularly care about the Foss. I don't care about the humans. I care about one thing and one thing only.
So
Whether or
Blake,
not I can control them. If
So-
I can't, they die.
So while
Question.
he's saying,
What was that, Mo?
I was saying, while he's saying this, and while we're on the
Mhm.
call, you actually, while that's all going on, I say to Jerk, did you get all that? And because I asked him beforehand before I put it on the speaker, did you get all that? All recorded on the device?
Yeah. Besides,
Good. The White Fang might actually want to turn on their leader now, huh?
the White
Good thing
The White Fang respect power, because if they don't respect power, he pulls out a sword. They're dead.
Oh, by the way, hey, Ilya, I look over to her. Did you hear that? He doesn't care about this. He doesn't care about your rights either.
Ilya raises her eyebrow at you. Did he ever?
Then why are you following him? You're all gonna
Because-
die if you follow him.
It's very simple. If we don't follow him, we don't have a head.
And do you know who's stronger than him?
Oh, yeah, wait. I remember that name. Ilya. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait, maybe it's the wrong one.
I look back at Adam. You're not almighty and strong. There's always gonna be one person above you. And there's,
Yes, and when I find that person, I will rip off their head and stand on their corpse.
Also, Adam, if you ever want to fight me, I'm really ready and waiting.
see, the one on the phone right now is definitely stronger than this one.
He knows who I am. After all. Sorry.
No,
No,
it's
you're-
okay.
I was saying, after all, I don't... Oh, wait. Was Ilya around the time when she heard that village burn to the ground?
I have no idea.
Of that White Fang camp burning?
Oh, Ilya was in Menagerie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Sorry.
Uh,
Beep.
Mhm.
I'm just watching this all happen, and I actually say, well, there's him, he's stronger than you. There's Tyrion. There's also, if you want to be technical, Mercury can actually beat you if he puts his mind to it. I can't.
My character-
You
my
say
character-
that like I care. Do not
Wait,
get in my way,
perfect,
or I will
perfect,
kill you.
Perfect.
Do not
Okay.
get in my way, or I will kill you.
Believe me.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have a chance because of that roll.
There's also
So-
one other person who's.
Actually, Adam,
Hmm?
here's a big thing. I know you and your White Fang friends have a grudge against me after what I did, but can you believe that those guys really deserved it after what they did?
They further their goals. I do not care how they do it.
By
I care
killing
that they
children.
Get it done.
By killing
It-
children. I don't care if they're faunus or human children. That is something I will never forgive.
If they killed children, they killed children. If they
Does
killed
he
humans,
see
they
me-
killed humans. If they kill faunus, they kill faunus.
Okay, time to...
If they get the job done, the job gets done.
Can I say something that'll really piss them off?
Hmm?
I bet that's what you said to when a human master beat your ass up. When you put that number on your eye, didn't they?
Yes, and then I found him, and I chopped off his head.
Does he
I
see
thought that
me
would piss him off, but I thought he would say, you were so dead.
Now, he doesn't get angry by a lot of things.
look
Main
over
things that
at-
get him angry at betrayal.
I look over him and actually say, well, like I was saying, there's also another stronger than you. And actually, there's multiple people here that could actually. I smirk, and I look behind him. Azul, do your thing, bud. With that 19, bud. Do it.
Actually, does Ruby, are Ruby and them okay now?
Yeah, Ruby's team is... at the moment, Ruby's team is actually trying to save What's-Her-Face. Yang, at the moment, is actually holding her, even with the giant, massive dent in her side. You assume she's going to die.
Wait, so Yang's actually gonna die?
No, Yang's fine. The
Assistant.
assistants don't die.
Assistant.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Actually,
assistant is
I
on the
healed her.
ground with a massive hole in her gut. You would need like 50 healing potions in order to even
wait a
get
minute,
close
wait
to
a
doing
minute,
this
wait a
thing.
minute. If possible,
Hmm?
if possible, can my character rush back there really quickly?
No. Plus, your healing
Oh.
factor only works on yourself.
Oh, yeah, I used my semblance earlier, so I can use my semblance. Oh, shit.
Exactly.
Oh,
Your healing factor only works on yourself. Same
it's-
with Malachi's.
no, Azul's thing. Look at what the 19.
Yep.
Oh, he's using my semblance. Oh, no.
You push him into a wall, and he just kind of smiles, at you, more or less. My semblance does not just go through my sword. My semblance actually goes through my entire body.
I didn't.
Wait,
Huh?
Israel, did you
See,
take
his semblance goes through his entire body, but the most effective way to kill somebody is not by beating them with your fists, it's by channeling their own power through your sword and then ripping them in half.
So wait, Sin, did he grab the sword?
No,
took the
he
sword.
slammed, rip sword from punch into a wall.
So
Yeah.
he took the sword. Okay, so I
Well,
really,
he threw the sword, more or less.
Well, I'm go- I,
Hold
I'm
it.
so I'm gonna right now. Y'all done for. I legit. I yell at Israel. Give me the sword, quick! I know it's not only he can channel it.
Oh, he
but
got it. He got it.
I got a 20. I got a 20.
As you grab his sword,
I already got
he looks Silver directly in the eyes. Like, Silver grabs the sword that was in Azul's hand, and Adam grabs his own sword and
It's also
pounds Azul's hand till it opens as he
Sin,
holds
I
it.
have both swords. I got a 20. Don't.
I
fuck
also
with
got
me.
20.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It's right there.
No, it says 2016. Where's your goddamn?
Azul, do you see the 20?
I don't see a 20.
No, I do
You
not
did
see a
not
20.
get it. You did
None
not
of
get it.
us
Hold
see
on.
a 20.
Hold on.
Roll again.
I'm posting it in the jump chain. Okay, the viewers can see it. I am posting the picture in the jump chain chat. The
I'm
viewers
trying to
can
find
I
see
do
it.
not see no damn
Hold
roll.
on. I'm posting it in the jump chain chat. I'm posting
Okay.
a picture of what it looks like. Also, Azul got
Okay.
16, not me.
That's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
I got
Zol
a
got
20.
16, Zol got 20.
Okay,
and your
well,
last
Now, if you
roll
look in the jump
got
chain chat,
6.
what does that say?
Okay, so Sin,
So,
I'm gonna
This
say
is just
let's
what
both
This is
roll
weird,
again.
then. That's
Let's-
weird.
I know, it's super weird. First
We
time it's
wanna
happened to me. But
Sin,
yeah.
let's say we both roll again, just because I think
just to show you
I
what
think
we
it was
On-
see.
glitched. I think it was glitched.
Well, it's almost certainly glitched, but no, 220s works.
Yeah,
Um,
we just see that.
So I'm gonna roll
Yeah, no, it's
again
weird.
to see if I got it back. But with my 20, he got it back from me. And I got it him, but he got it back from me. I'm going to actually roll again. And
Nope.
I look at him, see him with his sword. I see him with a sword.
There
and
we
I'm like,
go.
What?
Oh, you guys see the 18?
See,
Alright, cool.
see, I'm not gonna.
Where
fight
did my
you.
die go then?
I grab.
Oh,
I
you have
actually-
a 4.
So
Huh?
I'm looking at him. I see him with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
I look at him. Be like, yeah, nah, fam. I run back to Ruby's group. I run back. Grab the
I don't know what the
assistant.
fuck's going on anymore.
I grab the assistant.
No, right?
Carry her bridal style all the way to the headmaster. Fuck y'all. I'm not dealing with that anymore.
You notice
I-
that Yang is currently squeezing her hand, as Azul is currently like pressed against Adam, and Adam just kind of
Actually,
smiles.
no,
to him.
that wasn't what was happening. I
What was
grabbed.
happening?
Yeah.
Actually, while they're
rest
doing
of them
that,
and took them there.
actually, can I send something quickly with Can I send something quickly
With
with that message?
you're welcome to, although probably not gonna see it. But anyways,
So
yeah, at the moment,
Damon, I was hoping Ruby could read it. Very.
Ruby is currently focused on the almost dead person currently in front of her.
I'm carrying
Yeah.
her bridal style while Yang me.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
that's
still
cool.
almost dead, and you guys have seen Ruby in the show. She doesn't do well with almost dead people.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I look over to Ruby and say, "It'll be okay. We got her. Get her to the headmaster. See what."
But anyways, so Burnett, what were you saying?
I was trying to say, well, I stopped the bleeding for her,
Mhm.
so she's not.
I thought
gonna
you were still
die
against
immediately.
Adam.
No, that
And
was
no,
before
the
that.
again, you would have to like put in like 50 potions to even get close to healing that
Well,
wound.
no,
Again,
it was just
he-
a bunch of the healing herbs.
Yeah, again though, he took every last punch that Yang did and then doubled it and pushed it back into this chick's chest frame. Oh, stomach really. She doesn't really
that's
have a
Yang's-
stomach anymore,
Move that
or
over
hips,
I know,
or
but I
really
guess,
anything in that region.
I guess Malachi can give the message to Ruby later.
there. Yeah.
Probably.
That goes
But
over
anyways.
here.
So, we're all
So
over here now.
Yeah, everyone's over there
nice.
except for Adam.
So you just kind of left Adam.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
decided to run until we can.
Okay, yeah, his death glare to you guys was not the most fun thing you guys have ever seen.
So we actually reached the infirmary at the.
hmm Yeah, you do notice the headmaster comes down to you guys. It's like, what happened? His
Adam.
normal character, his normal happy kind of face, kind of dead at this point.
I look at him. Adam Taurus.
He looks at his assistant.
She tried.
Well, hun, this ain't gonna be a good time for you.
She got in the way of the attack.
He looks at Yang. Whew, yeah, I can, he looks at her ribs. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I look.
Whew.
I legit right now. I have the expression on my face that says, "Hey, I'm going out of the room and slash apart a bunch of things."
The headmaster looks back at Talia as he's like, you do know Ironwood's gonna have my head for letting someone like you die, right? She chuckles weakly, which you're kind of surprised by, the fact that she's still alive. Also, the fact that she has now taken off her jacket.
So
By the way, her entire body looks like she has been wrestling with Ursos for the majority of her life. She literally looks like someone took a chiseled piece of stone and put it on display.
you guys see a new side of me in this area, because I'm not like Ruby. I'm not good with people like Adam killing people. That's the only reason why I want to get hit back.
Okay.
But anyway, so
My
she
character- So, I was just saying
No,
that my character is actually out of the room, and I actually walk out of the room, slide down like wall and stare, like legit. I'm actually my character dying because I'm not good with people dying by atoms. So my character is like actually. So.
yeah, I mean, she is bleeding. Like, you can wrap up that hole, but it's a hole.
Yeah, she's going. There's no doubt she's going.
Yeah, it's like if you imagine the damage wound being you guys know what a 50 caliber bullet looks like, right?
Yeah.
About 6 inches or so. Imagine that at like being shot from a cannon into her stomach.
I'm trying to remember. how
That's
to
about
spell
what it looks
cauterize.
like.
I'm trying to remember how to spell cauterize.
You want to
You know,
burn
when-
her hole clean?
Well,
That-
it's better
yeah.
than
You can't
just leaving
cauterize
it
a giant wound like
Uh,
that, unless you have your arm cut off or something.
Yeah, it's a complete hole. It's like let's see how large that.
Don't mention
That's
that.
like a 7-inch diameter, I think would be roughly. You know,
Yeah,
just,
yeah, pretty
more like
much.
4 or 5 inch, something like that. It's huge. But anyways, so she chuckles softly at the guy. Before she's just like, yeah, Ironwood. He's just a bad bunch.
So,
Yang, come here.
I'm legit outside the room, still on the ground.
So Yang walks over to her, as I'm assuming the rest of you guys give them space. I know, Malachi's out of the room, but
Malachi,
I'm assuming
actually,
you do.
can Malachi do one last thing?
What's up?
What?
The message I was going to give to Ruby. It was basic.
I grabbed it for her.
Yeah.
It's basically saying, if you want answers, come find me.
I legit, I have it.
But anyways, so she chuckles as Yang comes over to her. I'm assuming the rest of you guys are giving her a little bit of space. That's just an assumption I'm having here.
Yeah, at this
Yeah.
point, I'm finally showing up with Azul. No, I
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, you burned yourself like 15 times.
Oh yeah, I pretty much.
And also,
Not only
with
that, but I
these
got knocked
guys,
off the hotel roof by an exploding
Jeez.
barrel because
you would
apparently
Yeah.
it's filled with exploding dust,
Mhm.
so it's blowing fire dust.
Just fire.
The
dust.
headmaster puts his arm on Azul as he's starting to move away. He's like, "She's dying, my good sir. No healer on this planet could save her at this point." She was
Wait a
good
minute. I
assistant,
thought my
but-
healing thing also affected. Remember, it was reversing
Your healing
time?
thing only affects yourself.
Damn it! I thought I could reverse
Yeah.
time for other people.
No, it only affects herself. That way you can't just like walk over to like your teammate when they're about to die during battle and then heal them, which would be kind of breaking the system more or less.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It works for your character, but it's your semblance. Just
And
like
also-
Adam can't grab somebody else and then push his semblance to them. You kind of can't
It's
either. Only a
also-
few semblances do it.
So, this also would be a moment in my character. Like I said, I've seen people die
What?
by Adam's hand.
Mhm.
So, this would be a moment to grow.
Yeah, but the headmaster puts his arm on Azul's shoulder. She's dead. She's dying, my friend. She has few words left to say, but a true warrior knows when to put her head down, when to go to the gates of Valhalla, to break down those steel gates. She like just raises her hand towards him and is like, if you make another one of those goddamn jokes on my deathbed, I will personally come back from the grave and strangle you.
Got milk?
Oh man.
Notice he just like kind of like stops and kind of like steps back.
All you hear is
Uh,
just the got milk, and I'm just.
Jesus Christ. But she puts her hand back in Yang's as Yang is having trouble breathing. You may notice that at this point. Her breathing is extremely shallow, probably because the dent in her rib cage. But Thalia looks at her and is just like, you did well, young one. Your mother would have been very proud of you. Yang looks at her very curiously for a second before she's like, you knew my mother? As she wasn't in this conversation last time you guys talked about it, but she's like, yes, I traveled with your mother on many occasions. And there's one thing that she loved on this planet. It was you and your sister. You were a, troublesome child, I would say. So you tend to get the most of her affections as she tried. Little Ruby over there also got it, but you, my dear, she believed you would grow strong. Power will be in your grasp. Yang is crying at this point, you may notice, but you notice that the girl's breathing is starting to shallow at this point. She's holding on to her hand tighter. Go with the pleasures of your mother and your father. Go with the sins of the devil and the mercy of the Father. Embrace your destiny.
Midnight sound like that was well.
Huh?
Midnight turns. I mean, Azul's.
Oh.
Those-
Yeah, he hit Rogue a lot. But yeah, you notice that her breathing has finally stopped now. And yeah, she's dead. She's 100% dead. Floor is covered in blood. But oddly enough, her hand has not let go of Yang's. I mean, like, it's still tough as hell.
My
But yeah,
character-
so character death, guys.
my character.
Yay! Ta-da!
Oh, good.
Well, I do have to let you know while they're in there, like I said, my character's crying. I'm just staring at my hands, which are covered in blood because I was trying to stop the blood
Yeah.
leaking out of her, carrying her.
Yeah.
So my character is just staring at it.
Sorry.
Careful now.
So
Sorry.
You're good. But yeah, so that's where we're gonna leave you guys for today.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I thought Malachi was gonna give my thing to Ruby.
Oh, you did. Well,
Yeah,
he
you
kind
did.
of did. Wait, a lot of the stuff
I-
that you guys like give each other, or personal things or messages to other people, you typically we do it kind of like out of scene, more or less.
Yeah,
Just because
so-
it's under assumption that Malachi would give it to Ruby.
I
If he feels
I
better.
give it to her.
Mhm.
Say.
But
I found
She
this
takes
out.
it, looks at it, pats Yang on the shoulder before starting to walk out the door. Of course, her teammates are kind of curious, but she's the leader, so they're just letting her.
Yeah, it just said it. Yeah, it said blue cat eye because she knows that. It
Mhm.
said,
I just
"You want answers? Find me."
Like,
Mhm.
found this outside. I'm just telling Ruby, I found this outside. They
Mm.
find whatever it is that they're trying to tell you. I look at her with the most, like, dead eye expression.
Mhm.
My eyes look like I've seen hell and back
Mm-hmm.
because of death in my past.
Yeah.
So,
She looks a little bit more solemn, but she's still keeping that everyday cheer that she always had.
My character is depressed now. He would be. He's like when Ruby found out.
Yeah. She puts a hand on your shoulder. It's going to be okay. Those that fall, fall for a reason. And we just have to get back up, pick ourselves up, and fix what went wrong.
Yeah, but this is the third person. Actually, fourth to everyone in my family. Fourth
I know.
person I've my own stupidity.
I know that feeling better than most. But if we let things bring us down all the time, every time, then the only thing that will happen is very simply we'll fall
It
to
shall
what
be
they wish us to be.
It shall be ass.
Yeah, just for
If
that
we
joke,
do not
I'm
keep a
rolling to see
cheer,
if I
if
hit
we
you.
cannot keep a smile
not
on our
here.
face,
He's not here.
if we cannot keep a smile on our face, if we cannot have a cheer, then those who seek to bring us down have truly won.
You know what's funny, Sin?
Well, he tried to dodge.
In my
What
back,
was
Yeah, it
that, Mal?
I was saying in my backstory when like I thought about him as a hero. Funny thing,
Mhm.
he killed my parents and brother. Backstory, plot convenience. Another reason I ate Adam. Because I found out about him.
Neat.
And that's why I'm
Any-
such a vendetta against him also.
Yep. Anyways, by the way, I wanted to rephrase what I said a couple of episodes ago. I think I did like episode 10. Before you guys got into the the Vital Festival, you had not actually had met all of the maidens.
Yeah.
After the Vital Festival, you guys have met all the maidens. There's a little bit of switch up I did a little bit earlier. I was talking to my brother about it, and so I switched up a little bit of the maiden. The original maiden is still going to come by probably near the end or so, but at the moment, the original maiden for the summer, of course, has kind of changed a little bit. So it should be interesting for you guys to figure that out. It makes it a little bit more coherent now. But-
Please don't tell me you changed it to Yang.
But I have not finalized the decision for it as of this moment. But yeah, I cannot tell you guys who the maidens are either. You guys have to confirm it for yourselves.
So we can't
But,
know the one you wanted.
Saffron
Huh?
Hughes.
Can we know the one you were thinking? Rand?
No.
Oh shit.
But at before the Vital Festival, you had not met. Well, yeah, you had not met the maiden. After the Vital Festival, you guys have met the maiden.
So
Well, not before the start of the Vital Festival, you had not met her. After the beginning of the Vital Festival, you guys had. Sorry, I had to recorrect my phrasing because the original way I said it was completely wrong.
Shit.
So
Shit.
after the beginning of the Vital Festival, you guys have met the maiden.
Wait a minute.
No.
Don't tell me it's
Sometime
the fucking
after.
spider lady.
No, it's
Sometimes
it's
after.
Saffron.
Hold on.
It's Saffron. No.
Guys, keep in mind, he said before the Vital Fest. Actually,
Before the start of the Vital Festival,
We
you
haven't
guys
met
had
her.
not met
There's-
we
the
didn't
maiden.
meet Saffron until
Possibilities.
after
We never
it
met
started.
After
Saffron, we
the
never met-
start. After the start of the Vital Festival, you guys
After
met the maiden.
Start, we met Saffron.
No, our beginning match is when he's saying we would have like from the beginning to the end in the Vital Festival together. Beforehand, before it even started.
Can then
I want to clarify. I want to clarify here that before the start of the festival, you guys had met the original maiden I was thinking of. After the start of the original the Vital Festival, you guys had met the new. Well, yeah. After the start of the Vital Festival, you guys had met the new maiden I was thinking of. So that's what I'm going to leave with. But I gotta go downstairs. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, look at all the stuff, and guess who the maiden is in the description below. I'm not saying it here because I don't want you guys to know until you guys do. But we'll see you guys in the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen.
Later.